today's edition of Homo Politicals. This is Enterprise Television. Kingsley Bass is my name. I'm very pleased to welcome you to the broadcast today. And so let's talk politics. We focus this time on Lagos, and after months of speculation and hushed discussions, a political reconciliation has taken center stage in Lagos political sphere. And it's a dramatic but carefully orchestrated turn of events, with President Bola Tinubu reportedly, officially ending his feud with Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu. The intervention of the Governor's Advisory Council, we hear, did pave the way for this resolution, and this has further drawn attention to the power dynamics in Lagos politics, to party unity when it comes to the system, the political structure in Lagos State that has been there since 1999, and the leadership influence of not just this Advisory Council, but of course the Lagos structure. In our Politicals today, we examine this significance of this development and what this means for governance in Lagos and indeed Nigeria. I'm joined today virtually by Gbenga Yonuga Paul, who's a political commentator. Gbenga, thank you so much for joining me today.
Thank you for having me on the show.
Appreciate that. Again, Kingsley Bass is my name. Let's get down to the conversation. Gbenga, what's your take on what's happened between the governor of Lagos State, you can call him the political godson, or political son, if you like, of the president, just a few days ago during the president's short visit to Lagos. Well, we can't call his stay in Lagos a visit, but yeah, since he's moved to the Federal Capital Territory, well, he's since been visiting Lagos. So since, last week when the president was in Lagos, the governor visited the president alongside governors, or members rather, of the Governor's Advisory Council. And coming out of that meeting, reports emerged that the president had said, that's what's widely reported now. The president has said that his sins have been forgiven and that those matters are now behind them. What do you make of this that's been happening, and what do you know? What can you say? What was the rift exactly?
Okay, first and foremost, I don't think there is any issue of reconciliation, because for there to be reconciliation, there has to be a fight, first and foremost. And for me, it's all speculation, especially from people who are wishing that there will be a fight between father and son, that they are speculating that the governor is at loggerhead with the president. But I don't think that the governor is at any time at loggerhead with the president, because if you observe carefully, let's take all political sentiments away. If you observe carefully, you will see that Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu is a fiercely loyal person, especially to his godfather, the president. So I don't know where the news about the rift is coming from.
I mean, that you are fiercely loyal does not mean that you are fiercely loyal does not mean that you would not, take missteps. You would not make mistakes. You probably had done one.
Definitely, I am still going there. But the fact is that I think it's just a political contraption from those wishing that there will be a fight between father and son. There are many times that, me and my political godfather too, we play to the gallery so that when people think we are fighting, so we feign fighting. And then, especially when we want to go and disrupt a political meeting, he will say, go there. If I say stop, don't stop. And I'll tell you, I will slap you even if I slap you. Don't just keep saying. And it is orchestrated, it is staged to entertain those who want things to happen. So that's on the one side. But let's entertain the, wish of those who think that there is a fight. Even if there is a fight, the tongue and the mouth always fight and they reconcile. And I don't think that, the president knows what is at stake, and he will want to ensure that his house are in order. And while Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu is in his second term, he wants to finish strong. I mean, he did his first term so well that there was no opposition to his second term like we had in the previous time. So he wouldn't want to spoil the good record that he has created. And people make mistakes. Let's agree that there was even a fight in the first place. People make mistakes. The father can make mistakes, the son can make mistakes. But once they whoever feels is in the wrong, even if you are not in the wrong as a son in Yoruba land, if the father offends the child, it is the child that will apologize. If the son offends the father, it is the child that will also apologize. That is Yoruba for you. And we are a people of culture, we are a people of respect, and we hold all these things in high esteem. So for me, I think it's a good one for Lagos State, so that they can keep on the track of this development trajectory that they've been on, to ensure that good things continue to roll into Lagos. You see that recently we just took delivery of some train to expand the blue rail, and there are other good things that we can maximize from we being the state that has the president now, and be able. I mean, you saw what Daura became during the sojourn of President Buhari in the presidency. What Katsina State as a whole became. So, if we are taking full advantage of this opportunity that has come to us, you shouldn't blame us.
Oh, well, there are many persons that have, since even the media, there have been several speculations, about what this rift is about. You know, we saw the president during the commissioning of the deep sea port, Lekki deep sea port, speak about the fact that, you know, allocating lands or certain parts of the projects there needs to stop. And he did, you know, speak to the deputy governor, thanking him for being there and saying that, well, that should stop. They should work aligned with the federal government to ensure that they're on the same page. Well, very quickly, let's talk about, we might get back to this if time permits, but let's talk about some of the workings, happenings within the political sphere in Lagos State. Just yesterday, or so, the day before yesterday, we saw the movement of members of the People's Democratic Party from, of course, the People's Democratic Party to the All Progressives Congress, aligning with Jandor, the governorship candidate in 2023 of the PDP, leaving the PDP, especially the publicity secretary of the party, leaving to the All Progressives Congress. What does this say? Do you see that there's still anything remaining for the PDP in Lagos, or this is just the regular movement towards the electioneering period coming in just some months?
Well, PDP has never stood a chance in Lagos. The only time when they stood a really big chance was when late Funsho Williams wanted to contest against Fashola. If he had contested, if he had not died, maybe the story we are saying today would be different. But since that opportunity did not go quite as planned, PDP has never stood a chance in Lagos. So, and I think it's just a logical decision for those who are in the party, who are in the party for the purpose of, making something for themselves. Because for those who are fiercely loyal to the party for the purpose of whatever ideology they believe in, I mean, if you believe in a party based on ideology, you will stay with the party through thick or thin. But unfortunately, even within the ranks of the APC, I doubt there is hardly any ideology. I'm an APC person, but I can tell you for free that 60 to 80% of people who claim APC were not people who have been of the progressive family from the beginning. If you count those whom since the days of Action Congress to the days of UPN to the days of SDP, then to AD, AC, ACN, now APC, you will find less than 10%, who stayed the course in one place. So there is hardly any ideology anywhere, and people who want to win will go. People who want to win will go where there is opportunity for them to win and do big things for themselves.
There are two political speculations here. One, the fact that it looks like Jandor is playing his cards well towards 2027 to clinch the gubernatorial ticket for the All Progressives Congress in Lagos by moving gradually the puzzle, or what seemed to be the structure of PDP in the state. He's moved with the same movement he took from the All Progressives Congress to the PDP. He's moved them back now at the acclaimed grassroots movement. He's now, moving gradually with members of the PDP. That's one. The other side of this speculation is the fact that, some have started saying in the first place he moved to dismantle the structure, to disorganize the structure in the PDP, and then finally get them to defect to the party. What do you say? Do you think, what do you see happening here really towards 2027?
I do not see Jandor in the play of things. First and foremost, I think the kudos goes to the president himself, who is a fiercely intelligent general who knows that he has to keep his camp, his house in order before thinking of the outside world. So while all over the country, he wants his Lagos tight and well too. So whatever structure is putting in place to woo people to come to Lagos, I think the kudos for that should go to the president and not to any person. And concerning Jandors, I don't think Jandors stand a chance in governorship, because if you look at how the APC structure in Lagos State used to do, when Senator Musli Obanikoro defected to the PDP and he came back home, he did not stand a chance. And you see, Musli Obanikoro had so much clout, much more clout than Jandor. He came second with a very tiny margin between him and the APC candidate or ACN candidate of that time that won. But despite that, he didn't stand a chance of clinching the governorship ticket. So I don't see how a Jandor who came distant third will be able to clinch the ticket this time around in Lagos, because I don't think the trust will be there for the political leaders to say, we give you the mantle to go and represent us. And that matters a lot in the scheme of things. Yes, you might say Jandor went and destabilized PDP and came back. I don't think somebody sent him. For me, looking at it with my church mind, I don't think anybody sent him. I think he went and tried his luck so that he can gain more visibility within the rank and file of the APC, because if he did not do what he did within the rank and became famous, he may just remain a photographer or an essay to some commissioner somewhere, rather than now playing with the big boys. So I don't think anybody sent him to go and destabilize anywhere. I think he only played his card so that he can get more visibility. And if even though he did not get governorship, still get something that's more meaningful than just playing in the background as SA or photographer to somebody. They abused him with that during the election.
Oh, well, apparently we would need to leave things there because of time, and would just draw the curtains and say thank you so much, Benga, for joining the conversation. We'll keep monitoring the political development in Lagos and continue to have those conversations. Benga, Yonuga Paul is a political commentator, and indeed you heard from him. Well, the way he puts it is the president of the All Progressives Congress. Well, we can say the member of the All Progressives Congress and one who understands the workings of politics in Lagos and indeed beyond Lagos. Benga, I'd like to thank you so much for your time today on the program.
Thank you for having me.
Appreciate that. Well, thank you again. Well, it's been Homo Politicos today on Enterprise Television. Well, until next time, but before then, stop by the comment section. Let me know what you think.